I just want to say we're going to go forward and we're going to win, but more importantly, we're going to win for the country. We're going to win, 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 and we're not stopping. We're going to have great victories for our country.
Yep, another Trump triumph last night as the frontrunner added another 160 delegates. Could add some more today. But is it enough, quote, to win, win, win the nomination, so to speak? Joining us right now to break down the delegate math and the numbers guy himself, political analyst Scott Rasmussen. He's the founding president of the digital news service, Stirk. Scott, first off, from what we know right now, here are the numbers. 621, 396 for Cruz, 138 for Kasich. Rubio drops out with 168. The total we need, the total right now without Missouri would be 1155. Where do you see this heading?
Well, look, let's get to basics. Kasich and Rubio are clearly out mathematically. Rubio dropped out. Kasich hasn't formally done so, but he is not going to win the nomination. So the big story really out of last night is we're now down to a new phase of the campaign, a two-man race. And the question is, can Ted Cruz beat Donald Trump in a head-to-head matchup? If he can, if Ted Cruz can win a majority of the states and a majority of the delegates, he will be the nominee over those next 20 states.
But you know what? Even if Kasich is recording the single digits, if he's getting 10, 12, and you know he's nothing if not competent, he might be the rational establishment choice. So you have Arizona and Utah next. He's going to be taking something out of the head-to-head matchup, right?
He could. Arizona and Utah aren't very good states for John Kasich, but these are huge states. They have a combined total of 98 delegates, just as many as Florida. Arizona's a winner-take-all primary. Utah's a caucus, but if somebody gets 50%, they get all the delegates. This is a place where Ted Cruz, because it's moving out west, Ted Cruz has to do well, and if he can beat Donald Trump in those two states and get those 98 delegates, or most of them, he will be in the race. If Donald Trump wins next week, then really all these discussions about delegate counts will go away. Donald Trump is the leader. He probably needs to win about 37 or 38% of the remaining delegates after we get through counting Missouri. But it comes down to the next 20 states.
But, Scott, let's look at this. I mean, the National Review came out against Donald Trump, 56 articles against him. But even Rich Lowry, the National Review editor, said if anyone else had the success Trump had so far, there would be no question he would be the nominee already. So what's the problem?
Well, the problem is the Republican establishment hates Donald Trump. Conservative leaders hate Donald Trump because of his ideology. The other problem is they hate Ted Cruz. A lot of people in Washington would have coalesced around Cruz a while ago if to be the nominee or to be the alternative to Trump, but they hate him too. Both these guys are winning because of what Marco Rubio said last night. Republicans had big years in 2010 and 2014. Nothing changed. Republican voters are saying we're fed up with business as usual.
We'll see if anything happens along the way that is going to change anything in this race. Scott, thanks so much.
Thank you.